Yes people, welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm back with another one today, and before we get into this video I want to say thank you for the support in the last couple of days. The last video here, if you haven't seen it, that was a good video. It's got quite a few views to say the least, and yeah, I'm very proud of that video. Today's video, I've got some news for you guys. So I have signed for a new team. Kind of. Let me explain. So basically, I've signed for Peterborough United's JPL team, and I say sign, but it's kind of like a re-sign, extension, whatever you want to call it. To understand how this all happened, really, we need to go back about a year ago to explain the full story, and you guys actually will hear my injury, hear about that as well. So if you like this video, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you do. Now let's get into the video. Rate the cut though, rate the cut. What are we saying for the cut? What are we saying? So it's around July, June 2021, and I'm technically a free agent now. I've left Thorney. Yep, Thorney, here they are back again. So I've left Thorney, and I'm still with the Shadow squad, obviously, for Peterborough United. And yeah, they have a trial for this new JPL thing. So the JPL was this new league thing that that's been formed for quite a couple of years now, I believe. And yeah, there's a trial, and there's Ben Mandem coming for this new team. So I've had my trial with Posh, obviously, and things haven't worked out. So it's around December time, and from there they're like, yeah, you're playing good, so we'll put you with the team above, which was the under 15s at the time. I was under 14s. So we fast forward a couple months, and this is the first time in a couple months I've actually seen the boys because of the trial, and I had confidence that I was going to get in, and obviously I did. So now I'm playing for this JPL team for Posh. So training wise, it was calm, simple stuff, simple drills. But it wasn't until pre-season where things actually got a bit juicy. Had a game against Norwich, made a video there. If you want to go and watch it, go and watch it. Then there was a game against Boston. That was the first game I played with them. Scored 4 goals. Won 7-1, 6-1, something like that. And then the Norwich game, obviously I've already spoken about that, and you guys have already seen that game. So we played those 2 games and things were fine. So now we're moving on to the league and cup fixtures and things like that. So there was cup games first before we had the league, which was like, that made it a bit like what the hell, like what's going on? So we had the cup games first, and there was 4 of us in a group, us, Peterborough Sports, Personal Best Soccer and Lowestoft. Still can't believe they said soccer, like what the hell, man. And we had, I think it was 5 or so games that we played each other. It was more, it was a while ago, I can't remember. So first game was against PBS, and we lost that game 1-0 to a late goal. Really shouldn't have conceded that goal. The second game was a local derby, if you want to call it. Posh against Peterborough Sports. Posh. So we took the lead first. Our captain scored a goal from corner, which I won. It came from me, so I'll take credit for that, obviously. And then they proceeded to then score 4 goals, and we lost that game. The game after that, we played Lowestoft, and that game was great. 2 hours drive. I was late. Started the game somehow. My kit was wet because the boys are nice people and decided to wet my shirt because I was late. Yeah, you guys are mean to me. And then ended up having a stinker, missing a golden opportunity. We lost that game 2-0, and yeah, great game. It wasn't until around this point where things actually started falling into play, and got my first goal. It was against PBS. It was a 3-3 draw, scored a penalty, I won the penalty, and yeah, it's a nice penalty. You guys have all seen that penalty before. I show you it in literally all my videos, and yeah, I scored. And then the last game I played before my injury, which we'll talk about in a minute, was this game against Peterborough Sports. We were 2-0 down, and thanks to 2 goals from me, including this spectacular goal right here, I was able to get 2 goals and we ended up getting our second point. Whilst I did get some game time and was playing, I couldn't play anymore because of my hip. Now I know some of you are watching and you know me well, and you're like, you had a hip injury but you still played, what are you chatting about? Back in summer, I had a tournament with my Sunday League club at the time, PNS, and I went in for a 50-50 challenge and push, landed on my hip and it hurt, and I carried on playing in the tournament. Scored 5 goals in 5 games. I just kept playing. It got worse gradually, and yeah, I didn't start physio until like, what, 4 months after the injury actually started, or got worse, I guess you could say. And yeah, I missed the whole season of football pretty much. Only played a couple of games, a handful of games really, and you know, it's mad. And then school, PE, I was still playing, still made it worse. January, I was actually making progress, but decided to play in PE again, landed on my hip again, and pushed back the recovery time, which I'm definitely not screaming about on the inside because I would have been able to play some games. Yeah, so fast forward a couple months, I've made a recovery and pretty much at the same place where I started last time with the JPL. Another trial. This time it was 2 trials, but I missed the first trial because I was injured, if you want to put it. So, like there was, I don't know, like hundreds of people there for the trial. I don't know. I'm just pulling numbers out of the hat, guys. I don't know. And I don't know, 20 to 30 players were selected, and the second trial, which was the last trial, was a match basically, just to see if you make it. And for some of the boys there, I guess you could say it's an exit trial as well, because some of the boys were released from the team, which was unfortunate for them. I show up after missing a whole season, being injured, and yeah, just not showing up and everything, and I played mediocre. I wasn't too bad, but I wasn't too good either, and somehow I made it in. So yeah, I'll be playing for Peterborough United's JPL team for the under-16 season. Hopefully, I'm praying it will go well, because I've missed so much development, I've missed a lot of football, and obviously I don't want to miss it. And for those of you who know, the JPL is, well, for poshes, it's not cheap, so got a lot to make up for, so hopefully things go well for me. Technically I have signed for a new team in all then, because I played for a bit, then missed like an entire season, and that's only happened to me twice. Again, those who know me on a personal level will know that I missed an entire season because of a flipping rabbit hole. A rabbit hole? Are you mental? A rabbit hole? Yeah, so basically I had a school trip in like year 4, was at a meadow, fell in a rabbit hole, and again, just like this one, I rushed it, I didn't wait around, and I missed the whole season. Only that time being worse because I was in a boot. I was fully restricted from playing football. But you'd think this time around when I had my hip injury I would have learned, but some things never change. So I only have myself to blame for that. But yeah. So some updates I can give you for the upcoming season. September the 10th, I believe, my season starts, and hopefully it'll be a great season for me. I guess that's it really, in terms of JPL and signing for a new team. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you do. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.